Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 68. In the last episode, I had sent Bubbles out to do a bunch of data disk data bank gathering, and she came back super stressed, so I started adding some decor, which I think will be very nice. And on the subject of the rocket, we were starting to get ready to switch this over to a hydrogen engine, which obviously will take a ton of research. But there was something else I noticed. I was reading up on the hydrogen engine just now, and what I didn't notice yesterday, but noticed today, is this isn't saying burns hydrogen, this is saying burns liquid hydrogen. Well, liquid hydrogen means it has to be below 259 degrees. I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I think we are going to instead be going with the Radbolt version, because this at least sounds like it should be relatively easy. Obviously we can generate Radbolts however slowly, and that will be fine. Now that does mean, of course, that all that effort we put in to try and get hydrogen over here is now going to be completely and utterly wasted. But we can at least still use this if I just tap this into our existing hydrogen, because we do want hydrogen here still for the hydrogen generator and the Dreco farm, so it's not a complete and utter waste to have built these electrolyzers. We're just not going to use them for this purpose. What we're instead going to do is, first we're going to just get rid of all that for a minute. We are going to put a filter on here so we can grab the hydrogen and send it down to the hydrogen generator, and the oxygen can just be, dumped into the base. That's fine. So yeah, that's where we are. So I'm glad I caught that now before we started spending a lot of time filling that tank up for absolutely no reason, because that would not have been so good. So we can just put that there, I suppose. It doesn't terribly matter where this lives. So yeah, that was quite the excitement for me this morning to read that. I guess this one square here does not actually have to be deconstructed. So how do I get this then cleanly onto the hydrogen section? So it's basically just this line out here. Very good question. Or this line here, I suppose, would be easier. If I can get it onto here, we're laughing. I guess I just carve it straight down, right? Right, because this one is doing hydrogen already, right? Yes. That one's filtering any oxygen. So this line is, or is this line going to be too busy? Like this filter. It might be. I might actually want to just bypass this, actually. And throw this directly onto this line when we know it's only hydrogen, so it's not going to be super busy. Okay, that's probably better. Now we will definitely need some ladders in here to actually be able to build all this, but that's fine. In fact, oh no, from this pole they can build that, that's okay. Yeah, that part will be okay. So you are going to be hydrogen. Now, in terms of your output, when it is just oxygen, that, I suppose, can just kind of be dumped wherever, right? Like, it doesn't matter. So let's just throw it over here and dump it. Okay. Then we just need some power for this filter, but that's absolute peanuts. And I'm still getting used to the interface. You may or may not notice the screen resolution is different. I have treated myself to a new monitor, one that's actually capable of 1920 resolution instead of the 1280 I was dealing with earlier and couldn't see anything of. So that's been delightful. Alright, Ellie is our new farmer, so you are going to farming for sure. Crop tending, new hat. Let's get you a new hat. Because we like new hat. No, you don't want to come get your new hat? Okay. Well, I guess we'll miss out on that then. So be it. Is it sleepy time? Is that... No, it's definitely not sleepy time. So why did you not come get... Oh, there you are. You must have been very far away. Okay. Well, good enough, I suppose. So I haven't done the vent over here yet. But I think otherwise they're normally done the power line, so I guess this isn't ready to go yet anyway, but I was going to say it's otherwise pretty close to ready to go, I think. If they've done the... It would also probably help if I actually connected that to the actual filter instead of just thinking about doing it. It's amazing how much better that'll work. But is this line done? Well, it certainly looks like it. Okay. Then yeah, as soon as they get this vent on here, we'll be ready to connect all this, I think. Assuming the plumbing is in place. Certainly looks like it is. Okay. Then yes, let's go ahead and get this. Get this going. There we go. And with that, you are now running. Yeah, the gas pressure is really high still, but these guys should sort that out relatively quickly, I think. Yep, and the excess oxygen can just kind of come back here. No hydrogen has made it up here yet. I'm assuming it will shortly. They have to clear the old gas out of here before anything this makes can float up there. But that's totally fine. There we go, there's some hydrogen. Beautiful. Let's actually speed that along. Let's make sure this goes, but I'm pretty sure this part's fine. But we'll verify before we leave it. Out and down, beautiful. Yeah, everything after that we know is fine because the old one was running already, so there we go. That simply increases the amount of hydrogen that will be available here, which in turn means this generator can run better and we can keep this at proper hydrogen levels a little bit easier. Excellent. And clearly the new farm has worked out really well. Our food stocks are ridiculously large now. Probably too high in all reality, but that's fine. Excellent. Alright, have the art pieces made it in here? No, they have not. Well, I know we have diamond, and I'm pretty sure we have reed fiber. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure we do. Not red, reed. Oh yeah, there's tons of them. And I know we have the diamond. Yeah, totally fine. So it's just a case of it getting there. Not a problem. We can be patient. Patience is something I'm supposedly good at, right? In the meantime, how are we doing for sucrose? Well, there's plenty of sulfur there. Sweetles are hanging out, so they're just kind of doing their thing whenever. Okay. I don't think I'm going to bother actually properly ranching them. Like, we are going to be moving away from this sugar engine anyway to get into the Radbolt version, so I don't think there's a huge point in worrying about that. But I guess what we could be doing... This is all nicely irradiated already. Maybe we should start thinking about storing up Radbolts and getting them going, right? Do we have some kind of chamber for them, right? So I think that is what we're going to want, is one of these, or maybe a couple of these. I guess it depends on how much this stores versus how much the engine's eventually going to want. Because you just say your Radbolt storage, or is that a different building? Is there an actual Radbolt storage building? No, I don't see one. No, I don't think so. Okay. So that must be what it's talking about then, I guess. Don't actually know. Were we researching anything just to give Bubbles something to do? I don't think we were. And that's going to be what we're going to be going for, but I don't remember if there was anything that we were in the middle of. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, I guess for now she may as well get started on this. She can at least do, some of it. We don't have that many data disks, but she can do the rest of it. That'll give her something to do. Because again, wouldn't want her bored. Yeah, there's definitely no Radbolt storage, at least by that name, so it must be talking about the chamber or something, I have to assume. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put a couple of Radbolt Generators out here, just out in the space, right? So they can simply, it's not a huge amount of radiation, but it's completely and 100% passive, and we don't have to do a thing to get it. Maybe over here. And then we just have to figure out some way of getting the Radbolts over here. Requires a green signal to release Radbolts from storage when it reaches threshold. So I guess it just shoots them? So it's actually going to be kind of dangerous then, right? Because we had that problem down here. Originally, people were getting hit by Radbolts. So I guess I will have to pick one of these corridors and basically, wall it off so they can't go in here. And that's going to be how we get the Radbolts across. Okay. I'm okay with that. Anyway, I will find something. And we're back. I'm just going to grab some plastic, always generally helpful. Nothing really jumped out at me. Because we aren't really desperate for anything right this moment, so. But yeah, I'm thinking if I put a bunch of Radbolt accumulators over here, they can store it, and we basically just, kind of shoot it across. Or maybe I even just dig literally just a single square passage just to shoot things across. So I guess it would have to be two so they can actually get at it, but just a wee, tiny, thin passage whose only purpose in life is to get Radbolts from the left side of the map to the right side of the map. Because then, obviously, if they're stored over here as the actual storage, it would be way easier to get it onto a rocket than it would be. Or I guess plan B, I could build a second rocket over here and do it that way, but I don't think I really want to do that. I want to do just one rocket, but one really good one, Okay, so let's think about getting this going here. So we would have some number of generators. I probably will need some reflectors. Now what I don't know is, can these things shoot through each other? Like if I just put them in a straight line across, will they shoot through each other? I really don't know. I guess I could just build a second one down here just to test it. But and I can control the directionality anyway, apparently. Well, they could actually just stack side by side, I think. Well, I'm going to try just building that and see. And if it doesn't work, we'll just have to rip it all out. Because, you know, the guys aren't busy, so I don't mind making them do extra work, right? So if I just, yeah, I'll just carve a line across here, basically. Okay, that should be enough of them, I think. Oh, hang on a second. They take 480 power apiece. Okay, never mind. We need a plan B. That's just way too much power. Ellie gained a skill point. Okay, that was pretty quick. Well, congratulations. You are now Super Farmer, and that's probably going to be the last skill point you get, unless I just give you some, like, general carrying stuff or something, but... kind of missed that hat. Oopsies. Well, I guess maybe I'll do this the other way then. Instead of starting with the generation, maybe I'll start with the storage side, so I can figure it out from there. So I probably want storage to be here. So it's nice and close. I just said storage again, it's Radbolt Chamber. It's not called storage. Radbolt Chamber. Okay, I might actually airlock this off, because I don't know if this thing will melt or anything, so maybe we'll just plunk that right about, let's say there. Let's actually airlock this off. In fact, I should probably start using insulated tile. Knowing how hot these rockets are getting, I should probably use insulated tile. But anyway. We already have power locally, so that part's totally fine. The actual thing for it is directly up, so we're basically going to be shooting down from here, is the idea. Yeah, we'll just dig a nice corridor all the way across. I don't know how far over. For now, they can just do the whole thing, because again, not busy. So then I just need to figure out, with like reflectors and that. Okay, so this one now can just stay open. As long as this one's generally closed to keep this out, it'll be totally fine. There's no reason this part can't have oxygen, that's totally fine. Not that it matters anyway, they use spacesuits anyways, but still. Okay, so we would want a reflector. So you're going to receive on the green and shoot from the white, if I have this correct. But either way, you're going to be basically here. Or no, wait, no, they receive on the white, they shoot on the green. So I think I will want it like that. I think. So this thing actually receives... No, that's kind of a weird way, then. Well, they shouldn't interfere with each other right now. I was going to say, like, you're now shooting through there. So I might at some point have to, like, come down this way and across if it interferes, but I don't think it will. It shouldn't interfere. But either way, this part will be fine, and I can't set the direction until they build it, but that's fine. But I should give them more local access points just to make things easier. Just a couple of these here and there along the way, doesn't matter where. That's just to make things a little quicker. Might as well do the same thing over here. Although it looks like... Oh, never mind, they're actually completely done. Never mind, there's no point. They did that part first. Okay. I will give you a nice low priority sweep order on this side. Just so officially we have it, but it's really, really low priority. Yeah, that's fine. Get to it whenever, guys. Completely not a big deal. So I guess then at this point, this reservoir is completely and 100% not necessary. Oh, do the Radbolts need any kind of, like, I mean, they shouldn't need an oxidizer, but do they happen to need some kind of... Well, it doesn't say anything about it. I just want to verify this. That is the right screen that would have told me about that. I said that this doesn't mention it either. Even though I definitely did need it. Okay, I guess I'll have to wait and see if they need some kind of oxidizer, and if so, what it might be. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like for solid fuels, like, you know, sucrose or what have you, you know, an oxidizer makes sense. But I don't know for Radbolt. Not a clue. You'd think that would tell you with that wiki entry, though. Anyway. Never mind. It's fine. Yeah, you're digging awfully fast. You're getting pretty good at that. But if you built yourselves a ladder first, you know, it would have been a much easier trip. Alright. Has anyone gotten around to any of the portion of this yet? No. Okay. Well, then maybe it's time to ask more nicely. Because obviously, she's going to have to spend a lot of time in space to get all these data disks, so the sooner I can get her out on those trips, the better. I guess if we can get at least the plants, I guess we don't necessarily need to have the art done, but if we at least get the plants in, that would be a quick and easy one. Because they don't take long to plant. The art obviously takes a while to make, but... So let's start thinking now about the generation side. So I guess we're going to want a reflector down here somewhere. And we're going to be shooting towards the top, so the green's going to be on top. So you're going to be there, and all I have to do now is decide how many generators are going to live up here, shooting down towards you. And I think it might even be easier, because these things don't take power or anything, so that is completely the wrong button. Let's try that again. There you go. Thank you. If I do something like this, right, then I could have the generators do say 4 of them. They could each shoot towards this, and then this could shoot straight down, right? Now, this is going to cause a possible... This is going to be no longer airlocked, though. That may or may not be a problem. Not sure. But anyway, let me find something here, and I will be back. And we're back. I'm just going to grab some steel, always useful. But yeah, how am I going to do this, then? To allow this to go by without... Well, I guess I could airlock across here. And then just not worry... Because I guess once these are... Now that this is all built, I really don't even need these anymore. I just put them there to make getting it this easier, because I thought the dig would take a lot longer, but that really has not been a problem for them at all. At all. So yeah, why don't we just tile that back over and not worry about it. Right? And we'll just airlock it. We'll have to airlock here as well, but that's, again, totally fine. Okay. Assuming somebody wants to come and do said deconstruct orders, that is. There you go. Okay, so that's you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to heavy watt joint this. Okay, you gotta go for a minute. You need to turn into a heavy watt plate. Thank you. Okay. And then we can airlock across here. These ones can just be tiled over, they're fine, they don't matter. And then yeah, then we're nice and sealed up again. Okay. Oh yeah, you're probably not going to be able to actually reach those. Actually, you should be able to from here, I think. Well, I'll give you a couple ladders anyway, just in case, but I think you should be able to reach all that anyway. Frankly. You might not be able to reach that one square. I think you'll be able to from there though, so that should be fine. And really, if you're standing here, you could, yeah, you don't need these. That's fine. So yes, you are going to shoot downwards. You are going to shoot to the right. We're going to have end of cycle lag. And you aren't built yet, so that don't matter. Okay. Okay, so let's leave that for a second. Let's check on you. Are you pumping out a noticeable amount of hydrogen yet? Yes, you are. Very good. Which I think means down here we should be getting somewhere. No, still not really, huh? You just still take far too much. That's fine. Natural gas is recovering a little bit, so that's very good. Probably because both of these are on at the moment. But either way, that's very good. I'd like to think now somebody has got... Yes, you have. Excellent. So, what do we want? Do we want Briars or Joyas? What do we want? Buddies. I suppose it doesn't make a... Well, definitely not Sport Kids. I can tell you that for free. Maybe Joyas? They seem to have the highest range of tolerable temperatures. Yeah, we'll do a Joya there, and maybe a Mirth there. Just they're different. Sure, that'll work. Well, you did do the art. Apparently you made a picture of food right beside the outhouse. Good. Well, that kind of makes sense there, though, I guess. Yeah, these aeropods are quite neat looking. I like them. There you go. You're good. The gardeners jump for joy. Anyway, that's 25 decor. And the Mirth Leaf has not got here yet, but it should arrive shortly, I would think. Sure, have one of Bubbles' meals. That's cool. We don't mind, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Somebody has found one of the Mirth Leaf and is bringing it. No, that was just some algae. Nobody wants to bring this. Well, Ellie's on the way. There you go. Oh, there's too much air pressure for you. Okay, you can't be a Mirth Leaf. I guess the Joya doesn't care about that then. Okay, then I guess you are going to be not a Mirth Leaf then. Never mind. You're going to also be a jumping. So be it. This thing's have 28 kilograms of air in here. Okay, this is way too much, guys. So these algae terrariums don't stop when there's high pressure. Okay, so maybe we can't really use algae terrariums then. Okay, these are out. And I guess we'll have to come up with something better. Maybe oxys? Well, they're going to overpressure too. Let's just do that. Let's just let them sit for a while, but keep them in there. I guess I'll have to only use these to refresh the oxygen and not actually generate it while we're out. Okay, well that's fine. Anyway, you have a good pile of plastic, so as far as I'm concerned, as soon as this Joya gets here, which I've set to nice high priority, we're going to launch Bubbles and we're going to call it an episode because we are running a little high on time again. Oh, I was sitting here paused. No wonder it wasn't. I was trying to figure out why nothing was happening. Of course nothing's happening. The game paused. Obviously nobody's going to get around to anything. Okay, so it's going to be Mima's going to bring you that Joya seed. Good enough. There we go. Perfect. So now the decor in here should actually be something approaching reasonable. I can remember the decor button. There you go. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's definitely better. So you should be slightly happier to be out here. Still going to be a nice short trip for you, but you are definitely going. Again, just going to pop you out into orbit. And apparently I'm first, though, going to find something for printables. 1 second. And we're back. We're just going to grab some more plastic. Again, always just generally useful. That end of day lag, you're on, you're good, off you go. Okay. And then we will... Actually, with all that super high air pressure, maybe I will let you just leave your suit on until you... Because as long as you're really just kind of standing here, I guess the speed difference isn't going to matter. It's only technically, you know, when you're running down here to eat or Outhouse or something. I should probably have cleaned this before you left. Okay, it might be a pretty short trip anyway, but... Either way, we are going to leave things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.